What is going on, guys? My name is Steven, or XWX Immortal Sins Gaming here, and welcome to my first story on Golden Gun Films. And today, I'm excited to skip right into talking about the Weed Pot 420 Blaze Dabs and the Green Poop Blunt Chronic Chief Keef Blue Rooney Bubbler Doobie Brown Dog Hemp Giggle Stick Red Eyed Smoke of Death. So let's cut to the chase. Well, if you can't see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about drug paraphernalia, and excuse me if this video offends you, but if you're going to hate in the comments, then please stop watching this video and go watch something else before I get into my story. Now, let's go back into my past when my mom conceived me. Her and my dad have been in a happy relationship for 16 years now, but the funny thing is that my mom got pregnant with me at an age of less than 16. Yes, my mom got pregnant with me when she was 15 years old and my father was 17. Now back then, my dad used to be considered one of those quote-unquote bad kids. Back then, he used to smoke a lot of pot along with my mother. Now that's where I probably got my balls to do this. So let's get forward to when I was about 4. There's a trailer park that my grandmother still lives in today, and it's a decent trailer park compared to others that you'll see in the suburban area. So don't get me wrong, it wasn't that bad. I wasn't allowed to roam the streets until I was about 5, and that was in the trailer park, so I used to hang out with kids that were a lot bigger than me, when I wasn't supposed to. So I basically grew up with an older mind that my body looked. So when I was about 10, for example, I basically had the mind of a 13-year-old kid, which gave me the advantage against kids in my grade. When it came to street smarts, I should say. So moving on, when I was around 10 or maybe 9 or so, I was just hanging around with a couple of older kids than me, and this one kid was like, hey, you want to go smoke some pot? So knowing me, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I was excited as hell. So there's this old drag strip behind the trailer park, always like way back in the woods. Now, where four-wheelers would race and like compete to see who would get to the other side of the strip first. So me, him, and one of my other older friends went to the back, and they'd already he had already plowed down an entire bowl, and so basically he's been smoking for quite a period of time now. I think he was around 15 years old, and I was only 10. So I was like a virgin even just around anything. So it was like one of those old school metal bowls that have a really cool design, and it was unscrewable, and it had he had an outer small tin tobacco can, except it was filled with pot to the top, and it was just filled to the top with 420 Blaze. So he pulled a butt out and stuffed that shit in the bowl, so he let me take a hit. Now at this moment I thought I was dying because my throat was fucking burning like hell, because of course it was my first time. So I chilled back, laid back for a bit till my eyes blacked out from what seemed to look like I blinked, until I had actually fast forwarded to one of my best friend David's house, where I was eating toast. And I turned out to make 4 loads of toast, equaling 16 pieces of toast being swallowed down my esophagus. And that is my story of smoking the ganja 420 Blaze. Bye, homies. I'm Audi 69,000.